consistency, and then he lived so many years, and then the total to make sure that you add up the two different. It doesn't say that he died. And he died. And the total that they lived and that they died. No, you're supposed to figure out so many years they had this child, and then they lived so many more years.
Why they do it?
Why the Torah doesn't mention the same pattern that ratios earlier, after amount that they lived, these people, all that they lived. Now, like Abraham lived 34 years, and he had Pellet. Pellet had 430 years, and he had sons and daughters. So in other words, to find out how much Pellet lived, you're supposed to take 430 plus 34 to find out how many years. So why does the Torah not mention, whereas they do it in ratio?
It really doesn't make any difference as far as the knowledge.
These people that we're now talking about, in span of them, that it was a 900 years like now, it would only be 90. That's not true. It was a.
And I do want to mention, I am not really addressing
all the way down the line.
The wedding, in addition to the wedding itself happening so earlier, and you'll see how we prepare the knowing that the engagement and the sulat, the marriage. And before we do that, next Sunday, we will be learning how to prepare the marriage contract. So that you'll get learning how to do it, and then you'll see actual practicing it being done. So that you'll know what's happening when you see a Jewish wedding. From now on, you'll be able to see what's happening, and then eventually, if we live and be, we might have some of our unmarried types get married, and we can learn what we have. Again, it's going to be set for 12:30. Actually, I'm going to start getting together and writing it from 12 o'clock noon. At B'nai Reuben, the ceremony is going to take place at Hashem in 2 weeks. And the 23rd of October, Sunday, 23rd of October. At that time, I'll start with God's help write the, and hopefully the pupa itself, the ceremony itself will take place about 1:30 around that time. We have this scheduled for several reasons. First of all, there's another wedding scheduled at 6 o'clock, and then there's a community affair at 8 o'clock, dinner. And in order to get our little special event in at the same time that others might. First of all, we have discovered some of the Parshas Noach last week. Why, in fact, did he survive the flood? What did he do to merit the night? Except those that were with Noach in the ark. But he was, according to the Medrash, also survived the flood.
My question, excuse me, adding to his, why shouldn't he even be mentioned that he was saved? Because if he was mentioned in the Chumash prior to this as being born, his name is there, wouldn't it be proper to mention that he also...
Not everybody that was born is mentioned in the Chumash.
But Og was.
And there might have been, even in the Chumash, there might be other people who mentioned that. Not necessarily.
Why is it?
But the important thing is to understand, we're trying to find out why was the Og the giant that later, fighting the Jewish people and wanted to enter to the land of Canaan, that people, Moshe Rabbeinu had to fight a war against him to enter into the land. So why should such a person merit such a calamity that God brought upon the earth as the flood? Because God brought that because people had sinned so much and perversed their ways. Does anybody have a possible reason why Og survived? This is going to happen in the future, that he was going to go and tell Abraham that Lot was captured. Now, the angel complained to God. He said, why did you go and give the responsibility to rule the world, the underworld, to human beings? They're messing it up. If you send us there, we'll do a better job.
Oh boy, everything... I'm shutting off the... Yeah, 1 second. I'm supposed to find it on a moment's notice, and I'm looking in the Rashi for Og. That Og is mentioned that he was saved, and I can't even... It's hard being an intermediary. Here, I got it. You can read it here. This is from the Navy.
You've seen these people before. It's one thing that you'll always find in this class, that we always speak very highly of women. We have no problem. You may go to other classes that unfortunately do not appreciate the importance of women, but not. We extol their virtues and their superiority at all times.
Find out.
We do not subscribe to this newfangled philosophy that they're equal.
That they're equal. We say they're superior.
We don't get that. Hold on, incidentally, you think I am joking.
No, I know better.
That a Jewish husband is obligated to fulfill the commandment of being fruitful and multiply. A Jewish wife is not obligated to fulfill the fruitful and multiply. Why is this so? One of the reasons is that a Jewish husband must make his wife happy enough and content enough to live with him that she's prepared to have children. That means he's got to make her life pretty nice. And this is a built-in protection to Jewish women, that they should be treated with gift to Jewish women, that they should be protected and treated and cherished the way they deserve. Get that? So therefore, if a Jewish husband is going to go and treat his wife anything other than more respectfully than he treats himself, he's not acting according to the divine law of God. You hear this? And you're not going, nobody in their right mind is going to go and challenge the divine, personally, especially if Jewish women realize that